Dear students, a warm welcome. In the previous session, you learned about different types of plants and their parts. Let's quickly review these concepts. Plants are typically grouped into herbs, shrubs, and trees based on their height, stem structure, and branching. This stem supports the plant by bearing leaves, flowers, and fruits. Roots absorb water and minerals from the soil and anchor the plant firmly in place. There are two main types of roots: tap roots and fibrous roots. The stem conducts water from the roots to the leaves and transport food from the leaves to other parts of the plant. Besides roots and stems, plants also have leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds. Today, we are here to discuss the topic plant parts and their functions from the lesson Getting to Know Plants in Class 6th Science. What does a leaf look like? Do all plants have the same kind of leaves or leaves with the same shape? Observe the leaves of some plants around you and draw them in your notebook. Compare the leaves. Are they all the same size, shape, and color? Learning outcomes. After studying this topic, you will be able to understand the structure and functions of the leaves. Explore the structure and function of flowers. Keywords: lamina, midrib, petiole, photosynthesis, reticulate venation, parallel venation, transpiration, sepal, petal, stamen, pistil. Let's see the concept map. Leaves are attached to the stem by a part called the petiole. The broad green part of the leaf is called the lamina. Let's explore the leaf by making an impression. Place the leaf under a white sheet or in your notebook. Hold it steady. Then rub a pencil sideways over the paper above the leaf. You will see an impression with lines. The lines on the leaf are called veins. The main line running through the center of the leaf is the midrib. The pattern or arrangement of veins on a leaf is called venation. If the pattern is net-like on both sides of the midrib, it's called reticulate venation. In grass leaves, the veins run parallel to each other, called parallel venation. Now, let's explore the functions of leaves with a quick activity. Take a small plant, 2 clear plastic bags and some thread. Do this activity on a sunny day with a healthy, well-watered plant. Enclose a leafy branch in one plastic bag and close it. Close another empty plastic bag and place it in the sunlight as well. After few hours, check the inside of both bags. We see water droplets. How did they get into the plastic bag? Water exits leaves as vapor through a process called transpiration. Plants release a lot of water into the air through this process. Don't forget to remove the bag after the activity. Plants also breathe, just like we do. To observe this, take a thick leaf, peel off its outer layer and place it on a slide. Add a drop of water and look at it under a microscope. Bean-shaped parts called guard cells are found. The opening between them is called a stomatal pore or stomata. This works like our nose to help plants exchange gases with the atmosphere. Leaves have another important function, which we can explore with this activity. For this, a leaf, spirit, beaker, test tube, burner, water, a watch glass, and iodine solution are required. Place the leaf in a test tube and pour enough spirit to cover it. Put the test tube in a beaker half filled with water and heat it until the green color of the leaf dissolves into the spirit. Carefully take out the leaf, rinse it in water. Place it on a watch glass and pour some iodine solution over it. The leaf will turn blue, indicating the presence of starch. In the topic, nutrients in foods and their identification, through the same activity, we learned that raw potatoes contain starch, which they get from their leaves and stores. Leaves make their food using sunlight, and a green substance in them along with water and carbon dioxide. This process is called photosynthesis and it releases oxygen. The food made by the leaves is stored in different parts of the plant. Flower. Flowers are another important part of a plant, coming in many colors. Have you ever noticed flowers on plants like grass, wheat, maize, mango or guava? Let's examine a few flowers more closely. For this activity, gather one bud and 2 fresh flowers of any of the following: datura, China rose, mustard, brinjal, lady's finger or gulmohar. You'll also need a blade, a glass slide or sheet of paper, a magnifying glass and water. Observe the main parts of the open flower. These are the petals which vary in color across different flowers. In a closed bud, the most prominent parts are the petals, surrounded by small leaf-like structures called sepals. To see the inner parts of a flower clearly, you may need to cut it open if the petals are joined. For example, in flowers like datura and other bell-shaped flowers, carefully cut the petals lengthwise and spread them out to observe the inner parts clearly. Remove the sepals and petals to see the other parts. Compare your flower with the illustration here to identify the stamens and pistils. A stamen has 2 main parts, the anther and the filament. The innermost part of the flower is the pistil, which contains the ovary, style, and stigma. The ovary located at the base of the pistil is the swollen part. Let's cut it open to see what's inside. Cut the ovary both horizontally and vertically. To keep the pieces from drying, add a drop of water. Use a lens to observe the inner parts of the ovary. Inside, you'll see small bead-like structures called ovules. Different flowers vary in the number of sepals, petals, stamens, and pistils. Some parts may even be missing in certain flowers. Flowers attract insects and help produce fruits and seeds. Now we have learned the structure of leaves and flowers. You learn more details about flower functions in higher classes. Hope you enjoyed learning this topic and thank you for watching. Points to remember: leaf base, petiole and lamina are the parts of a leaf. Reticulate and parallel venation are found in leaves. Plants having leaves with reticulate venation have taproots, while plants having leaves with parallel venation have fibrous roots. Leaves give out water vapor through the process of transpiration. The parts of a flower are sepals, petals, stamen, and pistil.